the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got the quick completion. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on at midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Beck. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. to pass. That's caught. It's Peoples. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Line is set on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Flips it out in the flat. Makes the grab in their space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now,
breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, USC! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Bringing it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. They're working that left side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going for the big play. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He leaves it with his back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of the...
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got his man across the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Backs looking for the goal line. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
A little release to the back. And they will score! Touchdown, Trojans! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. This is moving toward midfield.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
To the air, it's Mayava. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown USC. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And down he goes back at the 3.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll stop him short of the 1st down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tulane taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's the Green Wave with a chance to finally break through with a victory. I know the first 4 games were not how this team envisioned things back in camp. Hopefully they can close this one out. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pulls it in. It's Sowell. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot downfield here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been...
Here's a little room there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Ready, go. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about it.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Wallace. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Pressure coming. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Got it in the middle, it's Mosley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Jordan. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down, really easy.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point was good. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. One more play to pad the stats. Calls his own number. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.